and introduce James Ashton, who's a business journalist who I studied with 22 years ago, I was figuring out. We did our postgrads together. And he's going to be interviewing Stefano Pessina, who's the Executive Vice Chairman and CEO, of course, of Walgreens Boots Alliance. I hope you enjoy this session. Good luck.
Go over there. Hey, thank you, Naga. I can't believe it's been that long. But it has, and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome, Stefano. I think all of us in the room know something about Walgreens Boots Alliance. Let me just give you a couple of numbers. This is a company with 13,000 retail stores in 11 countries. Revenues last year were $120 billion, give or take. And it is a company, including all the people in the pharmaceutical, wholesale, and distribution side, with a staff of 385,000. And seeing as you started at the beginning, so you take us back to the mid-70s, you had studied to be a nuclear engineer, you'd gone into a statistical job, and then, from what I understand, your dad called you back to Naples. He thought you had a good head for numbers, and the family pharmaceutical wholesaler needed a little sorting out. Yeah. So you did that, and then you did the same thing for all of your father's friends in the industry. And then that's when the consolidation started. Is it then when the vision kicked in, or that there really was something here of scale that you could build, or did that come later?
No, I was really starting with the idea of building immediately. And from there, we developed another big company in France, and after we expanded in other regions, and at the end we merged with Unichem in UK.
Yeah. And actually, we are here at the World Retail Congress, but retail came quite late.
Yeah.
This was a wholesale business, and it's only really, I suppose, with the Boots deal in 2006 that you were really big in retail, and then that's multiplied up with Walgreens in 2012 and 2014. What was the attraction of getting the customer into the business?
So the idea of acting directly was something which was really stimulating me.
And retail now, Walgreens Boots Alliance seems a strange beast, because only last year you took on another 1,900 stores. Now, a lot of your peers are actually closing stores, and you wanted more, so you're clearly a fan of the physical presence, the high street, the community store.
A perfect vehicle for us to deliver to the families when we want and when they ask for.
So it's a partnership again, really. Bring on another partner on board.
Another partnership, yes.
So does that mean you don't worry about Amazon? I mean, Amazon have talked about drug distribution and all sorts. I mean, do you worry about what they could eventually do on the retail side?
Listen, they said 3 days ago that they are not thinking of pharmacists, at least for the time being. We know what we are able to do by ourselves, and we know what is better that we do in partnership with other people.
But if Amazon doesn't worry you, then what does?
That we cannot stay still, and we have to change the format and to evolve. And so, evolving, we are sure that we will be able to survive for many years ahead.
And how different is that new format?
Well, it's much more focused on the needs of the customers.
We should talk briefly on China, because I know the company's been in China for about a decade, and then you invested $400 million to take a 40% stake in a retail pharmacy group there just before Christmas. So do you look now to replicate the sort of wholesale retail model that you have in other markets in China? And just briefly, how far do you look ahead, Stefano? Because I know it took you, 10 years to get the right partner in the States. I think it took about 5 years to persuade Boots to do the deal. So how far ahead are you thinking today?
And as I am always telling my people, you have to be ready to change and change and change again.
I think that's a great place to leave it. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.